Welcome to the 2021 World Championship Slot Car Proxy. We're in Kelowna, British Columbia at the Mid-BC track. This is race number 7 in the series. 6 races have been completed so far through North America, Seattle, California, North Carolina, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, I think. Now we're back in British Columbia. There's 4 more races to go, and today I'm going to be qualifying the World Championship cars. This is the first season for the World Championship Slot Car Proxy, and the only way you qualify to be able to enter this proxy is if you finished in the top 5 in any other previous national type of slot car proxy event that had a minimum of 15 competitors, I believe. So for this inaugural slot car proxy, World Championship slot car proxy, they have chosen to go with Slot.it Porsches, specifically the 956s and 962s. And then basically you're limited to the motor. The speed of the motor, I should say. I think you're allowed up to 23k motor RPM, and but basically everything else is open, such as the chassis can be plastic or stock or brass, whatever, and the tires, they have to be rubber. A lot of people have gone with NSR rubber, I see, and yeah, I'll try to describe each car as we go. I'm going to run a 12-lap qualifying, and I'm going to run the cars in reverse order of the series standings, and this will determine the lineup for the actual race. The reason we do a qualifying is to keep like cars racing against each other. Like cars versus like cars. That way it's fair is fair. And I think that's about it. Dozen laps I'm going to run, and it should be about a minute to a minute and a half per car. And yeah, we'll just go from there. Let me just reset all this.
Yellow flag.
Track's all rubbered in. I ran about 225 laps previous. And the test cars that I was using were my own test cars with rubber tires, and yeah, track's well rubbered in, good grip, so let's get started. I'm using Race Coordinator here for the race management system.
Race starts in 20 seconds.
Okay, first up we have car 85 Lance. I'll be cleaning all the tires with masking tape. Some cars might take more swipes with the tape than others until the tires look clean on the tape. I'm not just going to do 1 or 2 swipes. I'm going to make sure the tires are clean. So Lance has he's got a Porsche 956 with a Piranha 21.5K motor. He's running NSR Super Grips on the back, and the car weighs a total of 86.3 grams. And it's a Sidewinder configuration with a gear ratio of 2.91. Okay. Good luck, Lance. Lance is out of Hawaii, by the way, so beautiful place to live. Okay, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
There's a little loose at the limit. Speed's pretty decent. I give it a little bit more speed.
Seconds left. He's over.
Okay. 7.225 for Lance. So yeah, the car's a little bit loose at the limit. Top speed, it hits top speed very quickly. So I believe it could go with a little more speed. But otherwise it's a smooth car. So yeah, pretty good car. Good job, Lance. One thing I wanted to note is that I'm not sure how fast these cars will go with the motor limitation of 23K compared to some of the other Faxer Proxies that are out there. A very good time is under 7.0 seconds. Very good with some of the faster cars. If you're under 6.8 seconds, if you're in that 6.7 range or even 6.6 range, that's extremely quick. And I'm not sure where these cars will end up. I'm expecting some might be under 7.0 seconds in that 6.9, 6.8 range. Maybe 6 to 8. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next up we have Redliner. Car 17. What does he have here? Okay, so yeah, Redliner's got a Porsche 956. He's running a Scale Auto blue 20K motor underneath of that electrical tape, and it's an angle winder configuration. 2.67 is the gear ratio, and he's using NSR Ultra Grip tires. The car weighs 74.2 grams, so it's one of the lighter ones in this series. Okay, good luck.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
So saw the nose lift up on the front end of the car on takeoff. The car's a little bit loose. Pretty decent speed. Those brooms you hear, those are fastest time. Yeah, at the limit you can see the tail kick out. Okay. So we have a top time of 7.278 with Redliner's Porsche. Yeah, the car's a little bit loose. Might be an indication, might need a little more weight because it is one of the lighter ones in the whole field I see here. I think it is the latest, looking at the list here. Yeah, it is the latest. Okay, 7.278. Up next, we have car number 61, M Sights. It's a Porsche 962. And underneath we have angle winder with a long can NSR 21.4 King motor. Gear ratio 2.69. NSR super grips on the back, and the car weighs 88.7 grams. Seems like most of the cars are in that, somewhere around that mid to high 80 range.
Race starts in 20 seconds.
I'll be going with fresh tape as often as I can when I see that I've covered most of the tape. This way everyone's fair and gets clean tires.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Car's speed-wise a lot quicker than the first two. Those King motors are very powerful, that's for sure. Very torquey. I like this speed for this track. A little bit of chatter at the extreme.
seconds left. Heat over.
So what we have here is a 6.992 for M sites. So maybe my prediction's wrong for how many cars will be under 7 seconds. We're already at 6.992. That's a quick time. The car's got great speed, acceleration, just a little loose with chatter at the extreme. Good job. Up next, we have Arnold, car 53. Arnold's got a Porsche 962, and he has a Sidewinder with a Slot.it 23K motor, gear ratio 3.09, NSR Super Grips on the back, and 83.3 grams of weight. Good luck, Arnold.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Car feels nice, smooth, not kicked out there. It could use a little more speed, I think. That's very smooth. Easy to drive. Yeah, kick accelerate the limit there. Use a little more traction.
Seconds left. Heat over.
Forgot to mention that I've set this for a time limit of 1.5 minutes. I know some guys like to use a minute, but this track's a little longer, and just got the max set for 1.5 minutes to do your 12 laps. Okay, so Errol, 7.212 for fastest time. See, we'll check out our standings. So M Sites on top with 6.992, and then we got 3 cars in that 7.2 range. So, like I said, anything under 7 seconds is very quick. Up next, Car 70. Everyone knows who Car 70 is. Smokyo. So Smokyo has a Porsche 956 with a Slot.it 22K flat 6 motor. This thing's going to be fairly quick, I imagine. Angle winder configuration. NSR Ultra grips on the back. And gear ratio is 2.77 and the car weighs 93.4 grams. Okay, good luck. Car 70, Smokyo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Car's very quick with acceleration. It's still gaining speed at the end of the straight. Very smooth.
Over.
Okay. So Smokyo's got a 7.125 seconds. I find the car is, because it's accelerating so quick at the end of the straight still, it's a little tough to figure out your brake points. But otherwise it's very smooth, pretty decent traction. So yeah, good car. 7.125. Up next we have Bob, car 34. Bob is out of Australia, I believe, and he has a Porsche 956 with an NSR Shark 22 motor in a Sidewinder configuration. Gear ratio 2.83. And he's running NSR Super Grips on the back. And his weight is 77.9 grams. So it's below 80 grams. He's one of the lighter cars in the field. I think there's only 6 cars in the whole field under 80 grams out of 24 cars. So only 25% of all cars are below 80 grams. Good luck.
3, 2, 1, go!
Car is very smooth. It's the smoothest of all the cars I've driven so far. It feels very hooked up as well. Yeah, it handles the S's very well. Speed acceleration feels good. Yeah, it's like it's on rails. Yeah, this car is going to race well. Yeah, I'm whipped it through the S's. Very good car. This car's got very good tires.
Over.
Nice car. I'd say it's the best car that I've driven of the 6 I've driven so far. Very nice, very smooth. 6.922 for Bob. Good job. Up next, we have Dale from Aloha, or Dale from Hawaii, goes by Aloha. Dale finished 3rd in the GT3 Proxy that just completed this spring. He had a very nice, quick, smooth car. Awesome car. So yeah, to finish in the podium in the GT3 Proxy is a great feat. So congratulations. So for this World Championship Proxy, Aloha has a Porsche 962 with a NSR Shark Evo 21.5 motor, Sidewinder configuration. Looks like a 1mm offset pod, a little bit of tape on there. Gear ratio is 3.09. And he's running NSR Super Grips on the back. And I know from the forums, they're actually the Evo NSR type of tire, and his car's been struggling, I've heard, or I've read, after several laps or even immediately with his tires gumming up or balling up because of the new Evo compound that's out there, which in turn has caused a lot of slot car racers to look for non-Evo original NSR rubber tires, which are very scarce now. Aloha's car is 82.6 grams. And yeah, good luck. More fresh tape. Some cars take a few more swipes of tape than others to get all the crud off. There, it's looking good now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
car is very smooth. I love the acceleration and speed. But yes, it's definitely loose. You know, if you had a good set of tires on this car would have great possibilities. Yeah, very smooth.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate with these Evo tires. How seems like the standard's gone down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Yeah, it just starts to lose its traction. But wow, it's a smooth car. Very quiet too.
Seconds left. Heat over.
So Aloha has a time of 7.242 seconds. Yeah, it's very smooth, just unfortunate the Evo tires are causing the car to drift so much. Take a peek at the standings. Bob, he's in first place, just moved in front of sights. As I said, Bob's car is just on rails. Smooth car on rails. It's going to race well. Smokyo sitting in third. Arnold, Lance, Aloha, and Redliner. Up next, we got Jimmy Slots out of Australia. And Jimmy, what's Jimmy got here? It's a Porsche 956. And under the hood, he's got a playfit chassis. Jimmy's kind of the expert with playfit chassis. Him and Camber out of Australia. So what Jimmy's got here is a playfit Pointer 21.5K motor in a angle winder configuration. Beautiful playfit chassis. Just beautiful. 2.67 is the gear ratio, and Jimmy's running NSR Ultra Grips. And his car, kind of like I expected, it's going to be one of the heavier ones, 93.7 grams with that playfit chassis. I would have thought it'd be a little more, but I think he was mentioning he was going to go with the lighter playfit chassis. Looks like some sort of carbon fiber outriggers here. Probably lost a bit of weight with that. Take a peek.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Ooh. little loose there. Very smooth. Just a little bit loose at the moment. Not sure why that off occurred. It kind of surprised me. Very smooth, that's for sure. Yeah, if this car had Bob's traction, this car would be killer.
Over.
Hey Jimmy, 7.097 seconds. Yeah, it's very smooth, good acceleration and speed, just it's a little bit loose. And like I said, if you had traction like Bob did, like you'd be definitely in that 6.8 range at least, I would say. Nice car. Thought I had the timer set for 1.5 minutes, but I guess I don't. Well, anyway, everyone's going to get 12 laps then this way, I guess. No matter how long of time it takes. Next, we have Big Doug.
Race starts in 20 seconds.
Beautiful Repsol livery. Big Doug's got a Porsche 962 KH. Under the hood, he's got a Thunder Slot. 21 point, what is that? 21 point, yeah, it's, I guess, yeah, these are 21K motors, I think, aren't they? I believe so. And a Sidewinder configuration. Looks like a 1 mil offset pod. Gear ratio 2.67. And he's running NSR Ultra Grips. And his weight is 79 grams. So one of the 6 that's under 80 grams. Okay, good luck. I'm going to give him fresh tape. Even though there's patches of clean tape, I'm going to give him fresh tape. Like I said, I'm a huge believer in fresh tape. I should have shares in Staples. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Definitely could use a little more motor. Gets top speed very quick. It's smooth. Definitely can use a little more motor. traction, it does kick out sometimes at the limit. I think it likes left turns better than the right-hand turns. Yeah, definitely. Definitely likes its left turns.
Seconds left. Heat over.
7.203 for Big Doug. $7.203. Up next, we have car 19, Chris Guy W. Chris Guy W is a perfectionist in modeling. The car just looks beautiful. You can tell he takes great care in building his cars, sanding, applying the decals. Just gorgeous. Unlike me, who sends his cars with wet paint still. Okay, so Chris Guy W. He's got a Porsche 962, and underneath he's got a Piranha 21.5K motor. Notice a lot of his cars have Piranha motors, especially the 21.5K motors. And this motor's in an angle winder configuration. Looks like a scale auto pod that he loves to paint black to make the underside as beautiful as the top side. 2.80 gear ratio, NSR Ultra Grips on the back, and 83.6 grams for the total weight. Okay, good luck.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Car's very smooth. Speed and acceleration seem pretty good. You could maybe use a touch more speed, but it's pretty good. Her car's very smooth. Just not quite as hooked up as especially Bob's car. I'm going to use Bob as an example for a lot of cars.
Over.
Nice car. 6.989 for Chris Guy W. It's just not quite as hooked up as, like I said, Bob's car, for example, but very smooth. Could maybe use a touch, just a touch more acceleration and speed. But yeah, really nice car. Okay, up next we got Leon, Helly CA out of Edmonton. Car number 88. Beautiful custom paint job. Just gorgeous. And what Leon has here is a Porsche 962 with the motor is a Scale Auto Sprinter 21.5K long can motor in an inline configuration. It's the only inline configuration car in this whole Proxy out of 24 cars. Just from reports that I've read, it's a very quick car, very surprisingly quick. So I'll try to be ready for that. It's got a gear ratio of 2.89 and he's running on the back NSR Super Grips. The car is 90.6 grams. So it's going to be one of the heavier ones. How many cars are in the 90 plus range here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cars in the 90 plus, 6 cars below 80. So definitely the majority are all in the 80s. Okay, good luck, Leon. Just forgot to say that, yeah, Leon just won the GT3 Proxy. I believe he won 8 races out of 10. Like, that's just absolutely domination. And I think I won 1 race, and I think Chris Walker won another race. That's it. So that was complete domination. Fresh tape for Leon. Like I said, I clean the tires until I see that they come out clean.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Yeah, it's very quick. It's not too bad on this track. But yeah, you definitely have to be a little bit careful. A little bit of the chirp hit there came from the tires. Right there. Another chirp. Very smooth. You just got to be careful with your braking on this car. It's so quick.
10 seconds left.
And it does snap out on you sometimes, as you can see there with those chirps.
Heat over.
Okay, not very quick. 6.839. Kind of wondering if he had the tires above on this car, if this thing would be very scary fast with ultra fast times. Don't know. But yeah. I could see why some of the smaller tracks had trouble with this car. You got to be careful with it. So with this longer track, I was able to manage it, but I can see why smaller tracks. You have to be careful. 6.839. Take a look at the standings. We raced 11 cars now. Race results. Helly CA's in the lead by a 10th over Bob. 6.839, and then Bob 6.922. CGY W sitting in third, 6.989, and M Site 6.992. So we got 4 cars out of 11 under that 7-second range, with Helly CA in that 6.8 range, where you're getting into that ultra quick time range. Up next, we got Rob NC out of North Carolina. Rob won the it was the under 2 liter Proxy just in the last 12 months. So yeah, we definitely know he can build good cars. So what Rob has here with this number 3 Porsche is this is a Porsche 962, and under the hood he has a MB Slot 23K motor Sidewinder configuration with looks like 3 strips of tape on the pod there. Looks like a 0.5 millimeter offset pod. Rob's running a 2.91 ratio with NSR Super Grips on the back, and he weighs in at 83.1 grams. Let's see how Rob does. Yeah, the way it was going when it was Bob and who was it, M Sites? Got under 7 seconds so early on, I was thinking, wow, we're in trouble. There's going to be a lot of cars under 7 seconds, but it's starting to balance out where I think a lot of the field will be above 7 seconds with this motor limitation of 23K.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Very quick, very smooth, very, very smooth, and it feels hooked up. Smooth and hooked up, I like those combinations. A little bit of chatter right at the limit there. Probably just warning me, don't go any faster. Yeah, it handles the S as well. Just as well as Bob's car did. Nice car. Handles the S's extremely well. That's a good test for a car. If you're hooked up in the S's, you're going to do well.
Seconds left. Heat over.
Whew. Fast. Figured it was going to be about that fast. 6.736 seconds for Rob NC. I'm not surprised, coming from the reigning under 2 liter Proxy champion in the Trans Am Proxy. Very nice, very smooth, good car. Good job. Yeah, that 6.7 range, that's getting very quick. You're competing with the GT3 cars. Modern slots. Rob out of North Carolina, teammate to the car that we just drove, Rob NC. Car number one. Car number one is a, let's see if I can find it here. Modern slots. That's a Porsche 962 IMSA. Underneath we have a NSR Shark 22 motor with a it's an angle winder with a Scale Auto angle winder pod, just like Chris Walker was using, except this one's in its stock red color. The gear ratio 2.80 gear ratio with Thunder slot tires. This first car I've driven now in this Proxy with Thunder slot tires. And it's 86.3 grams. Kind of right in the ballpark, right in the middle range of all the cars, 86.3. Car number one, modern slots.
Three, two, one, go.
This one's very balanced, very smooth. I'm pushing in the corners and there's no chatter. Car's hooked up. This car's going to race well. Handles the S's very well. Yeah, this car's hooked up. Smooth and hooked up. You send in a smooth hooked up car, you're laughing. Just hope that no one else sends in smooth and hooked up cars that are faster than yours.
10 seconds left.
Oh, nice.
Over.
Nice. 6.810 for modern slots. This car definitely could use a little bit more speed. So this thing would be definitely in the 6.7s, maybe even 6.6. You never know, but definitely it'd be in the 6.7s because he's got the smoothness, he's got the traction. Could have went a little quicker. Nice car. Okay, let's take a look at the standings again. Just curious. Okay, both boys out of North Carolina. Top two spots. Rob NC and Modern Slots. And then we got Helly CA, third position. The reigning GT3 champion. And then we got Bob in fourth place. He got pushed down. But yeah, 3 cars under 6.9 seconds. That's very quick. With 1 car at 6.7, Rob NC. He's gonna be in that position for a while, I think. You know, 6.7, you're gonna be finishing up there and qualifying. Stevie W. Car number 9. Stevie W. This is a Porsche 962 with a Piranha 21.5K motor in Sidewinder configuration. Looks like a 0.5 mil pod with a single piece of tape running down the middle. Gear ratio 2.67, and he's running NSR Super Grips on the back with a weight of 78.8. So he's one of the 6 cars that are below 80 grams in this Proxy. Okay, good luck. Stevie W's out of California. Beautiful blue Jägermeister. That's a rare card.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Very quiet. Very smooth. Arnold kicked out suddenly at the extreme. No slide. It's got great traction. So right at the limit it'll kick out on you, so you gotta be careful. Good speed and acceleration. Very smooth. Handles the S's very well.
Seconds left. Heat over.
6.935 seconds. Yeah, the car is very smooth. It is hooked up, but right at the extreme, it will kick out on you, surprising you. But yeah, great car. It's very smooth. I can see it doing well. Good job. Up next, we got Zach out of Portland, Oregon. Car number 18. Zach has a Porsche 962. And underneath, we have a Scale Auto Angle Winder pod. And what kind of motor is that? It's a Scale Auto 20K motor. It's the SC008B motor. Gear ratio 2.33. I haven't seen one that low of 2s in this whole Proxy. Okay, so 2.33. Should have some pretty good speed with this car. He's running NSR Super Grips on the back, and weight-wise, 81.2 grams. Good luck, Zach. Zach needs new tape. He'll get some new tape. I went to Staples this morning and bought some more tape. Did not want to run out. Fairly wide tires. Look like at least, look around 12 mil wide, maybe 11.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Yep, very quick. Very smooth, quick. Traction's very good. Oops. Oop. That was my fault. I was trying to push it there. It does kick out suddenly at the limit. Yeah, right there. Almost like it wants to bicycle. You just drive it normal, you're going to get a lot of laps. But once you push it, it can surprise you. Yeah, it kicks out suddenly. That's when you really push it.
Heat over.
Okay. 6.872 seconds for Zach. Very quick, very smooth. Easy to drive, but when you push it, it can slide out on you very suddenly. So, good job. 6.872. Up next, we have Super Slab. Car number 81. Alwyn's out of Vancouver here in British Columbia, Canada. And Alwyn's actually running he's directing the Can-Am Proxy. Doing a good job with that. So what does Super Slab have here? He's got a Porsche 962 CLH. And under the hood, he has he's got that MB Slot 23K cross motor, KRAHS. I don't have any experience with that motor, but I hear it accelerates very well. Yeah, that's 23K, and gear ratio 2.83. I believe, yeah, it looks like a 0.5 mil Slot.it Sidewinder pod. And he's running NSR Super Grips at 83 grams is the weight of the car. Okay, good luck.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Very smooth and quick. Not quite as hooked up as some of the other cars. They're definitely smooth. Yeah, a little bit of slide at the extreme there. No chatter or anything like that, just a bit of slide at the extreme. Yeah, I'm trying to push it, but it just wants to slide out on me.
Over.
7.061 seconds. Yeah, it's very smooth. Just it's not, doesn't quite have the traction of some of the other cars. That's car 81, Super Slab. Okay, we got 2, 4, 6, 8 cars left. Let's take a look at the standings. I don't think it's really changed much at the top. Yeah, Rob NC, Modern Slots, and Helly CA are still up at the top. Zach, that I just drove a couple cars, but he's sitting in 4th. And Bob's still hanging in there at 5th. You get Stevie, Chris Guy, M Sight, Super Slab, Jimmy Slots in 10th. Then we got Smokyo, Big Doug, Arnold, Lance, Aloha, and Redliner to top out the 16 cars. Rob NC's the only car in the 6-7 range for best lap and 6-7 range for median time. And Modern Slots, his teammate, is in the 6-8s for both stats. Okay, up next we have Leadfoot, teammate of mine out of Kelowna, British Columbia here. He's got a Budweiser 86 car, and I think he had a top 5 finish in the Australian touring car Proxy. He finished in the top 5 there a couple years ago. So Leo, what does he have here? It's got a side, actually, what kind of car is this? This is a, it is a Porsche, it's a Porsche 962. And underneath the hood, he's got an NSR Shark 22 motor in a Sidewinder configuration. Gear ratio is a 310. NSR Super Grips on the back. And he's running at around 88 grams in total weight. Good luck, Leo. So Leo's sitting in 8th place overall.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Very smooth. Easy to drive. Traction feels great. Could probably use a little more speed with how smooth and how much traction he has. He reaches top speed very quick. Okay, definitely on this track you could use more speed. I can see why this car did very well on the shorter tracks, because it's so smooth, easy to handle. You didn't need that top speed. Now he tops out within 3 feet. And I'm pushing this too. Nope. Yeah, you can tell I'm pushing it, but I'm trying to get this a little quicker. Oh, got faster time there. Yeah, I have to really, really push it in order to get it that quick. 7.023 seconds. Yeah, for this track, he could definitely use a little more speed. But yeah, Leo did well on a few other tracks this series, so good job. Okay, 7th place car. F1 fan, the founder of this Proxy series, the World Championship series, where only the top 5 cars in any Proxy can make it into this series. Chris has a beautiful Canadian Tire livery car. Chris is out of Vancouver, well, Chilliwack, British Columbia, which is about 45 minutes outside of Vancouver. Just gorgeous car. Great job. Beautiful. Chris builds a lot of fantastic cars. He's won the Group 5 slot car Proxy back in 2015, and he's won the touring car Proxy, Can-Am Proxy. He's got a lot of Proxy wins to his credit. So F1 fan, what does he have under here? Okay, actually I should say this is a Porsche 962 KH, and under the hood he has an MB slot 23K motor. Same motor as Super Slab, I believe, if I recall. So it should have some pretty good acceleration. 2.91 gear ratio. And NSR Super Grips on the back with 90.2 grams is his total weight. It's got tape in several areas here, you can see. You know what, I'm going to give him fresh tape. Even though there's lots of fresh tape available, I want to make sure everyone has extremely clean tires. Cleaning the tires till nothing comes out.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, it's definitely quick with that MB slot motor. That's a very quick car. Smooth. Yeah, very smooth, easy to drive. I'm surprised how quick it is. Very quick car. Runs very well in this track, the speed of car. Handles the S's very well. Not quite as hooked up as some cars. pushing it there. Sorry, Chris.
Heat over.
Oh, yeah, that's quick. Surprised how quick that motor is. Okay, 6.766 seconds. Very quick car. Like I said, you get into that 6.7 range, 6.6 range, 6.7. That's a very quick time. Good job. That might be very similar to his GT3 Proxy time that he had here, 6.766. Nice car. Take a peek at the standings here. F1 fan. I was kind of wondering how close he would have got to the top. So he's sitting in second place. He's pushed Modern Slots out from the second place position into third place, and so F1 fans behind Rob MC in second place. Both very quick cars, 6.736. Helly CA's down to 4th, Zach 5th, Bob is 6th. Okay, up next we have car number 11, Courtney S. Courtney, he's got, what kind of car is this one? This is a Porsche 962C with a MB slot 23K motor. Oh, there we go, another one of these. Yeah, there's actually a few cars with this motor. Okay, so this is a Sidewinder configuration and gear ratio of 2.67. NSR Ultra grips on the back. And weight-wise, it's light, 77.5 grams. So let's take a peek. Light car with a hot motor. Let's see how it does. Courtney.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Very quiet. Yeah, there's that speed and acceleration out of that motor. He's a little bit looser than some of the other cars. Yeah, it's very smooth. Just a little bit loose at the limit. See a bit of the looseness in the S's there.
Seconds left. Heat over.
6.943 seconds. Yeah, very smooth, very quick. It's just not quite as hooked up as the other cars, basically. Good job, Courtney. Into the top 5 cars now. Brumos RSR. Car 33, his signature number, silver car, silver bullet. Always expect the best out of Brumos. Tony builds very good cars. And he has what I believe is a Skilletric track to build his cars and tune on. So kudos to him, and shows you that, you know what, you can build a good car in any track. What does Tony have here? This is a Porsche. I believe it's a Porsche 962. Yeah, Porsche 962 with a, it's got an NSR Shark 22K motor, Sidewinder configuration, slotted Sidewinder pod, and Tony's got NSR Ultra Grip tires on the back, and he comes in at 75.9 grams, one of the lighter cars, one of the six cars under 80 grams. Okay, good luck. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Smooth. Mid-speed acceleration. Traction's very good. Whoop. Just as I try pushing it. Definitely feels like a car you can push. Now, easy to drive, that's for sure. Yeah, this car raced well. Feels like I'm doing the same time with every lap.
10 seconds left.
Now, easy to drive. Good car.
Heat over.
Good car. I've got a feeling his medium time is really close to his lap time. Consistent car. So Brumos RSR, 6.838 seconds. Okay, we're into the top 4 cars. Let's take a look at the standings. Rob NC still in first place, 6.736 seconds, with F1 fan immediately behind him with modern slots behind F1 fan. And you got Brumos, who just moved into 4th place. I just drove his car. So sitting in 4th, very good time with 6.838. And then we got Helly CA sitting in 5th at 6.839, and Zach in the 6.872 time. So we got 11 cars under 7 seconds. That's amazing. That just shows you how good the builders are in this Proxy. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 cars above 70 seconds. So very fast. Okay, next. DRW 21. Out of New Zealand, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's New Zealand here. Let me take a peek here. Yeah, I think that's New Zealand. We have a Porsche 956C, and what's unique about this car is it has a brass chassis. I believe it's the only brass chassis in this whole field. And what's really neat about this, I noticed, is the self-centering guide. He's got piano wire, it looks like, very thin piano wire on each side of the guide that pushes it back into place. There's a thin piece of piano wire on this side and that side. Beautiful car. It's a Porsche 956C with a Slot.it 23K motor, Sidewinder configuration, 318 gear ratio, and NSR super grips on the back. And the car weighs in at 88.7 grams. Fairly light for a brass car, and he's pretty much right in the middle of all the cars, so awesome job. Looking forward to driving this car. This car's been racing well this year. I believe he might have one win out of the 6 races so far. This car's got a little more crud on the tires than the other cars. Okay. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Very smooth. Very quick. Easy to drive. Good speed and acceleration. Handles yes as well. Top speed tops out fairly quick, so probably could use a little more speed on this track. Yeah, handles the S's really well.
10 seconds left. Heat over.
6.841, very fast time. DRW 21. Yeah, the only very smooth. If it could just go a little quicker, that'd be great. Just because of the 2 long straights on this track, could have gained a little bit of time that way. Nice car. Top 3 cars now. Audi 1. Alan. He builds a lot of very good cars, and he's won several Proxies, so that's what qualified him into this World Championships. He's got a beautiful custom livery, Repsol, number 5. This is a Porsche 96285. And underneath the hood, he's got an NSR Shark 22 motor with the Scale Auto Sidewinder pod. And it's a Sidewinder configuration. NSR Ultra Grips on the back. And weight-wise, he's at 86.3 grams weight. Kind of right in the middle. Right in the middle of the whole pack. Not sure if I mentioned 2.83 gear ratio. Okay, good luck, Alan. This car's sitting in third place. I believe he's won a race as well. There's, I think 6 races held. We have 5 different winners. 4 cars have won a single race. And then I believe my car's won 2 races. So that just shows you how close the whole field is. Okay. Here we go. Good luck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Very quiet. Smooth. Handles the S's very well. Good speed for the straights. Try pushing it there. Yeah, very easy to drive. Might not be quite as hooked up as some other cars. A little bit of slide there when I'm pushing it, but not much. I'm going to get a lot of laps.
Seconds left. Heat over.
Oh, nice car. Another car where it felt like every lap was probably 6.8 for the medium time. Very easy to drive. Very predictable. Good job. Audi 1, 6.856 seconds. Okay, we're into the top 2 cars now. Let's take a look at the standings. Rob NC still in first place. F1 fan and modern slots. Let's see, what were the last 2 cars we drove? DRW 21, so yeah, he's sitting in 6th now, and Audi 1 is immediate behind him in 7th place. We have Zach, Bob, Stevie W, Courtney, Chris Guy W, M Sights, all under 7 seconds. And then in 14th place we have Leadfoot, Super Slab, Jimmy Slots, Smokyo, Big Doug, Arnold, Lance, Aloha, Redliner. 2 cars left to go. Okay. Second place car is my car. Car number 10, CGY Racer. This is a Porsche 962 IMSA body. Underneath the hood, it's a Scale Auto Sidewinder pod with a Shark 22 motor, gear ratio of 3. Rear tires are NSR Super Grips. I believe they're around 11 mil wide, if I remember correct, or 12 mil wide, something like that. It's a heavy car. I think it's the heaviest car in the whole field at 94.1 grams. So yeah, one thing I noticed is my decal, my Swiss decal that used to be on the front, a big square decal, it came off, even though it was clear coated and everything. But I rushed with the paint job on this car, so maybe it just didn't let things dry enough or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay. This car, if I remember correctly, won a race in Washington and California, I believe. Here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Very quiet. It's smooth. Camel's yeses very well. Definitely has the right amount of speed for a longer track like this. Traction feels really good still.
10 seconds left. Heat over.
Hey, 6.644 seconds. What can I say? It's just built for this track, I guess. So. Hey, final car. Our leader. SR Hawaii's leading the standings. He's got one win in this series and numerous other podiums or very close to podiums. So this series is very tight between the top 4 cars or 5 cars, with all the other ones very close behind. So this is our leader. Beautiful Bob Jane livery, car 35, SR Hawaii. It's a Porsche 956 LH. There's not that many Porsche 956s for some reason. I do know it's got a longer nose. Not sure what else could be different with a 956. Underneath, it's an angle winder with a and what he's done is very interesting. He's put in a NSR chassis in a Slot.it car with a NSR angle winder long can motor. Very interesting. I know I like to go the other way and go with Slot.it chassis, so it's kind of neat seeing someone go with NSR chassis the other direction. And this motor is a long can 23 K Scale Auto. It's the zero magnet motor. I have no experience in that with that motor at all. So this is my first time driving it. 2.83 gear ratio, NSR super grips, and the weight is 88.2 grams. SR Hawaii, car 35, first place in the standings. Wanted to mention these tires that he has. Very wide tires. They look around 12 mil wide. Really nice. And they look like really good tires too. Still look really smooth. Air hubs, I believe, too. Our champion deserves fresh tape. I've gone through a lot of tape, I can't believe it. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Very quiet. Very smooth. Could use just a hair more motor for this track. It tops out very quick. It's a nice well, it's easy to drive. Trying to push it here, but it's got a little bit of slide. Oh, just trying to push it there. Very easy to drive. I hear the same chirp on the tires as I do with Helly's car when the car slides a bit.
10 seconds left. Race over.
Okay, 6.798 seconds for SR Hawaii. Yeah, if it was just it was just a little bit quicker, it tops out a little sooner than it should for this track. So you definitely, speed-wise, you could go a little quicker, and not quite as hooked up on the S's as some of the other cars. But very easy drive. It's a good car. Awesome. So that concludes all 24 cars with the race number 7 qualifying here at Mid-BC. We'll take a look at the standings. So we got CGY Racer at 6.644 seconds. Rob NC, he held on to that top spot for a long time. 6.736 seconds, very, very fast. F1 fan rounding out the podium at 6.766. Yeah, these 3 cars are really suited for this style of long track. This track doesn't have any sharp corners. It's just very smooth radius S curves. The diameter of the S's are only, they're about 4 feet. So there's nothing really tight about it. But that's the center lane. The inside lane, it'll be closer to the 3.5 foot diameter. So, but yeah, very smooth course, long straights. So some of the faster cars that are got a few more horses, got good traction, smooth, they're going to do well on this track, this particular track. Our leader in the series, SRY sitting in 4th. So we have 4 cars under 6.8 seconds. That's fantastic. From what I'm seeing here, it's very similar to the GT times, the GT3 Proxy. Very similar. Where probably half the field is under 7 seconds. That's amazing to me. Modern Slots 5th, Brumos 6th, Helly CA 7th. Again, a lot of tracks for having trouble with his car, but his car did well here just because it's a large track with large radius corners. DRW 21 in 8th, Audi 1 9th, Zach 10th, Bob 11th. Bob's car, really nice, hooked right up. Stevie W in 12th. Courtney 13th, Chris Guy W 14th, M Sights 15th, Leadfoot 16th, Super Slab 17th, Jimmy Slots 18th, Smokyo 19th, Big Doug 20th, Arnold 21, Lance 22, Aloha 23, and Redliner 24. Didn't look at the medium times, but very fast medium times as well, with 6 cars under 6.9 seconds in that 6.8 range. Really close to their fastest laps too when you analyze that. So yeah, very good cars, guys. Kudos to you guys. Glad you guys could watch your cars and maybe understand how they run on tracks such as this. And looking forward to the race. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.